Find the Strength is a national effort to end domestic violence through advocacy, empowerment, and breaking the cycle. Domestic abuse affects 35% of the women worldwide. So let's find the strength to recognize the abuse. Each year, there's 1 out of 3 women that it affects, 1 out of 4 men, and it impacts millions of children. Let's find the strength to recognize that 20 people are physically abused every 20 seconds in the United States. That's 10 million people each year. What is domestic violence? It comes in several forms. So let's find the strength to recognize the abuse. Verbal abuse can be a variety of name-calling, put-downs, yelling, degrading the victim in public, flying into rages. So recognize when those things happen. The emotional abuse can be isolation, ignoring, controlling the finances, lack of trust, stalking, threats of suicide, threats of taking away the children, even threats of physical violence, or explosive or critical reactions. Physical abuse can be choking, punching, biting, kicking, slapping, pushing, shoving, holding a victim against their will, and the sexual abuse, including rape, forcing unwanted sex acts, inflicts pain during sex. Find the strength to break the cycle. This is the cycle of domestic violence. In the first stage, the tension building. The tension builds and the victims feel like they're walking on eggshells. And the abuser starts to get angry and the abuse may begin. There's a breakdown of communication and the victim feels the need to calm the abuser. And the tension just becomes too much. In the next stage is the explosion, and this is where the abuse actually occurs, and it may be one or several types of the abuse listed earlier. And then comes the honeymoon, and this is where the abuser may apologize for the abuse, or may promise that it'll never happen again, or they may act like nothing happened at all. They may blame the victim for causing the abuse. They may deny that the abuse even took place or that it wasn't as bad as the victim says. Physical abuse may not have actually been taking place, but the promises made during this stage may be made. They may shower the victim with gifts or offer, peace offerings. And the victim may hope that the abuse is over. But it rarely is. So the abused needs to find the strength to recognize the signs in the cycle of abuse, tell somebody when it's happening, find a trusted confidant, and informing the abuser's employer may not be the best plan. So have a plan of what you will do if and when it happens again, and then take the steps to leave when it's safe. The abuser needs to find the strength to recognize those triggers which start the abuse, and then get the help. Admit what's happening, and then get the help. Because getting the help and discovering the root cause of the issue is crucial. And it may help the abuser break the cycle as well. And for the children, find the strength to recognize how it impacts them. It impacts their self-esteem. They could have behavioral issues. They could be angry. They could have developmental issues. They could have anxiety. So they are affected. So we need to find the strength to let them know that domestic violence is not okay and that it's not their fault and there's nothing that they could have done to change it. Let them know that you will listen and that you'll keep them safe, and what to do if it happens again, if they need to go hide in a room or go to a neighbor's. Let them know you care about them and that they're important. And let them know that they can tell you how they feel about it. Find the strength to be free and end domestic violence against women. Follow us